This is a journey into sound. This is a journey. This is a journey into sound. Our sound.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
That was burp. That was a weak attempt at a burp.
Sad.
That was a sad burp. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unofficial Intelligence. I'm your host, Clint Copeland.
I'm your other host, Tanner, and we are here to make some magic today with one of our good friends, and we have a returning guest as well. Let's say hello first to Geren. How you doing?
Howdy, I'm doing good.
That's wonderful.
Doing great. Doing great. I'm so excited for this episode because not only do we have Geren, we also have our famed roommate, Shemus, everybody.
I'm famed?
You are famed.
I mean, as far as the lore of this podcast goes, you are famed. The only person whose name cannot be spoken. You are the Voldemort of Unofficial
You
Intelligence.
are the Voldemort.
Everyone said his name.
Yeah,
It was
but
like the thing.
no, we had to burp it over because if somebody had said it,
Yeah.
Tanner's computer would just crash.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not allowed to say the name.
Oh, he's like Cthulhu, like you just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't. You just don't say it, dude. So what's up, man? How's your week been?
The week has been all right. Haven't really done too much at work. I went to my first Pride parade this weekend, or last weekend.
Forget what it was called.
I did. That is the effects of how much I drank. I completely forgot that shit happened.
Wow.
Yeah. What about yours?
I hate my job.
Yep. No.
Yeah, we're on the right track, everybody.
We
But you
know
have
that.
two when some people have none.
Look, man, like when life shits on you and you got to go out there and make your money, you got to fucking do the hustle, man. And I'm not talking about the dance. I'm talking about you go out there and you lay your balls on the table and you're like, let's fucking do this.
Can we do both? The dance and the
That's
work?
we're gonna do the dance and lay our balls on the
Okay,
table.
good.
Yeah.
I
Balls is the key part.
Balls
Yeah.
is the key part.
I like to multitask. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's up with you, man? How you been?
Yeah.
You know, just spending money that I don't have and trying to live my life and not be homeless.
No.
Oh, yeah. We all know that very well.
Yeah, dude. Completely understand. Dude, I feel like it's been so long. Like I feel like it's been longer than a year since we lived together.
It has.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It has been that amount of time.
For those of y'all listening in, Geren and I used to live together, and we actually met through Shemus, my roommate now, which was one of the best decisions I ever made was actually living with Geren. We had some really fun. Dude, we used to get so drunk we had dances.
I don't remember. I'm just
so
taking
much.
your word for it.
Dude, I would come home from work and I would pound 3 and you would be 6 in.
It's mostly water, so it's fine.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Stay
You're
hydrated.
just. It's a healthy thing to do.
Oh my god.
It was pretty awesome because I knew Clint from college and I knew Geren from back home, and they both needed a roommate, and I was like, if I combine these two, we will have Voltron, and it will be amazing.
That was the most risky friendship idea you've ever done.
It was
It could have
amazing.
gone the worst.
But it didn't!
Like, I have two really great friends. Let's hope that they mesh and don't hate each other, so I have to pick
We
one or the
enjoy
other.
living together. Why? Like, but you're like, the random person that doesn't know. They'll live.
We
through
had
it fine.
okay times, but you and Clint just really, really kicked it off well.
Dude, we had so much fun living together.
I enjoy
I'd live with you again if you didn't have Jensen.
my finances.
Finances and fiancés.
The double F.
The double F.
I enjoyed how you would randomly come into my room and shoot me with Nerf bullets, especially while I was not aware.
Oh, that still happens.
It does,
That happens a
No,
lot.
that's still I don't think they know. I collect Nerf guns.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't
Clint
think
has
anybody listens
a
to
whole Nerf arsenal.
have
It's
12 of
ridiculous.
that. I have 12 now.
I think it's called an armory.
An armory.
At this point.
Arsenal? No, that's fair. That's is
What?
it?
I'm not sure what the legal definition of armory and arsenal is, but I'm pretty sure you meet both requirements.
That's your legal definition.
Nice.
Perfect.
What's sad is Clint is so good at using his Nerf guns. I can't, so I just go to fisticuffs and I pick him up and throw him around because I just can't win with the Nerf gun. I have to wrestle him.
That's actually a pretty good tactic. If somebody's coming at you with a Nerf gun, just charge them because they cannot shoot fast enough.
You only have
Doesn't matter who it is, they cannot shoot fast enough.
you only have so many bullets, and foam will not slow a person down if they are enraged enough.
I don't even know. I think I just stole your bullets whenever you did it. And then I would stockpile them and come shoot you later.
Dude, so one of my fondest memory of y'all?
Fonderist.
Fonderest. One of my fonderest my fondlingest memories of it was when I just started hanging out. I finally got involved into the friends group, and it's actually when I first started really becoming friends with you, Tanner.
Yeah.
We were at Connor's apartment, Connor and Marianne. I'm sure they
Oh,
don't care
dear
if we mention
God.
it. And we were over there hanging out, and they had like a pretty cool apartment or whatever. Well, I lean over to Geren, and I'm like, hey, I see on the ledge there's like a bag of dog treats. And I'm like, hey, Geren, I'll pay you $5 if you can get Shemus to eat this dog treat. And you didn't even think about it.
No.
You just, what'd you whisper?
Oh,
in his
I
ear?
went over to him and I told Shemus I would give him $1 to eat a dog treat. I was going for profit. He immediately did it. He was like, yeah.
No thinking. I just popped it in my mouth. And the problem with eating a dog treat is you get to it and it becomes like peanut butter, but shitty. So it's just like putting shitty peanut butter in your mouth. And then I threw up. But not in a trash can. On the trash can. On the lid of the trash can. Then I had to walk my shameful ass outside and continue to throw up.
Like, did you realize what you looked like when you were about to throw up?
No.
Like you had no textbook like expression whatsoever that you were about to throw up.
You looked like you had it, honestly. You're like, I got this. And then it's just like,
No, because
All
like
confidence.
you ate it and then you like downed half of your beer, and honestly, it looked like you had it. And then I guess the last bit that you had to swallow came back up, dude. And you didn't even hit the step on the lid to come up. You just went straight. Came.
Wait, so was this the same party that you also slapped Jeremy?
No,
Just-
that
okay.
is another story and another time.
Yeah. But I couldn't
too
believe.
many things.
I knew, like, I was like, man, I made friends.
Didn't
Yeah.
I give you a ride home from that party?
No.
No, the slap party,
Oh, okay, that's the one where you were.
I got so
Gone.
drunk, remember I got sent home.
I drove you home.
You
told
sent
me
him
so
home.
many stories of your brothers.
What was that? Oh, I was talking about my brother?
It wasn't very coherent, but mumbled along the whole way.
Like I understand that you have at least one brother who you may or may not love.
I thought we were at least at 3 by the end of the car ride.
Oh my god. But dude, how's work been for you, man? You living over in College Station?
You know, it's been good. I've been helping people with their problems over the phone, and then they yell at me, and it's just really enlightening about how the human race is on the inside. But I love it. You know, I like helping people solve their problems, and sometimes they're nice, and it makes me feel better about myself.
Also, so at last I heard the apartment area that you're living in. What is that area called?
The infamous Poop Loop.
The Poop Loop.
Yes, because on Sundays at 7 p.m., everyone flushes their toilet at the exact same time, apparently. And the smell rises from the ground. And I have candles outside my doorway. Like I'm doing witchcraft, but it's just to protect me from the smell.
But luckily, your house is going to be fucking awesome for Halloween. Like,
yeah, it's
all you have
really
to do
well
is
lit.
throw up a couple of
It
cobwebs.
smells like weed, you know, it's great.
Oh, awesome.
The neighbors, I don't know how they do it. I never see them, ever, but it always has the hint of weed when I open my door. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I feel like that's a common problem now for like most suburban America because we have a weed smell problem.
Yeah.
He's got a poop and a weed smell problem.
That's a mess.
Speaking of poop, Geren enlightened me today on how he hasn't pooped in a couple days.
Dude.
And I'm a little worried about your bowel system.
The thing is, I don't know exactly how many meals I've had, so I'm not sure if I've ingested enough mass to poop. So I don't know where I'm at.
A whole Whataburger.
How long does that take? It's
and
not-
drank a beer.
Also, hold on.
You just added a sandwich on top of Whataburger.
Also, I'm pretty sure by saying meals, like plural, there has been enough.
There was one last night, and then I don't remember. I haven't gone.
What's strange,
Okay.
Geren, is I know you to be a connoisseur of poops. And in fact, Garen's the person who came up with the concept of the perfect shit.
Yes, the perfect shit.
So Geren, can you tell us what is the perfect shit?
There's a lot of features to it. It's a lot about your own taste. It's really just your own judgment.
Your
about
own taste of shit.
Well, because sometimes you don't like the smell. Like it's really bad, and that's not a good shit. But if you enjoy your own potpourri, then yeah, you're fine. And then if you like wipe and there's no residue, you're even better. It's like That was no work. I could have saved a tree. And, these are just basics. There's a lot more into it. One of the key features I find is that it's one single piece, and then whenever you turn around, there's actually nothing in the toilet because it's slid.
That is called a Houdini ship.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be like, did I even? There's no evidence.
Like, but you felt it.
Yeah, you felt it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the perfect shit. You get a pungent smell with no mess.
You know, speaking of poop, like, I hadn't actually gone in like 2 days either, except for this morning I finally went.
Oh.
And it was bizarre, dude, because I'm pretty regular. You know, like, I eat a bunch of fiber.
What is regular to you, Clint?
Yeah.
We've had a debate about this.
More than twice a day.
Okay, because I'm 4 to 6.
Hold on.
Dude.
More than twice a day?
Wait, is that too much?
Like, I hit like 2 a day and I'm done.
Yeah,
like,
more.
I got a big one in the morning and
2
then
or
kind of
more.
one later on in the day.
2 or more.
No. 4 to 6.
Then again,
That is my shit.
Shemus, you're also notorious for like the most painful shits any human has ever had.
I like spicy food! I hate that I like spicy food.
Wait, Jenna, like, does he have like a time schedule that he goes during the day? Like, can you pinpoint the exact time on the clock that he's gonna shit?
Yeah, he's gonna wake up at like 8 a.m. and then he's gonna take his first big shit, and then every 2 hours on the 2 hours for the rest of the fucking day.
Pretty much.
I can time mine around my coffee. Like,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
I'm like, drink a coffee, and I have to finish it because I got to make sure it cleans me out.
Oh no. for
Yeah.
sure.
Because if I don't finish it, then it's just subpar.
Well, there's always the pre-shower shit.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
morning.
in the post-shower
And
shit.
then there's the post-shower shit, and that's usually when I get to work after I've had the coffee. That whatever's
Oh,
left,
Yeah.
it just pushes it right out.
Shit.
I'm talking about
Every
right
time.
after you get out of the shower, you go shit again, and then you get back in the shower.
Yeah, 'cause-
You're messed up. I'm talking about that one.
Dude. So I haven't, like I was saying, I didn't shit for 2 days, and I get to work this morning and I drink some fucking big coffee. You should try it, dude. That's pretty good hazelnut latte.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And like, in an instant, like everything, like it sounded like somebody, like pouring hair gel down a drain. It's just like, and like, I had to sprint to the bathroom because like, if I had waited any longer, there would have been an explosion in my pants. Like,
It moves through you.
no, dude, like I barely got my pants down before it, like.
I think that's part of it, because like your body's like, those pants are almost down. I bet I can do it.
Yeah.
Bet I can make it. Just like
Like,
barely get in it.
I can
It's like
time it
whenever
out,
you-
right?
You ever try to unlock your door to your house whenever you really gotta pee, and like you just like keep missing, and you don't know why. You've done it 1,000 times and about to pee your pants. But before in the car, you were fine.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of pee, I actually pissed myself after one night of hanging out with you and Shemus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Tanner, have you heard this?
I don't think I've heard this one.
I think I remember, but you have to remind me.
Okay, so it was like spring 2015.
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah.
about right. It was right before you.
it- I was
it was
drunk.
like the March before you and I lived together.
Yeah, you guys had not started living together yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Take your word for it.
Seamus actually was still dating his ex-girlfriend at the time. Remember we? Sorry.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Perfect.
We met at Stardust Room.
Yeah.
No, we met at
I-
Josie's. Which is now
Did
12.
drugs and drank, and it was a bad time.
Yeah. I drank a fucking lot. We drank 2 Jamaican drinks
Yeah.
at the first bar. What was it? Is it Josie?
We were at
Then we
Josie's.
walked over to Stardust, and then I don't remember.
My
Oh.
favorite part
I
about
legitimately
Josie's.
blacked out when we sat down at the table.
Oh shit. My favorite part about
fucking nuts.
Josie's was we looked at the waitress and we were like, "Give us your most expensive drink."
Dear
And she
God.
just brought out this like huge
Wait.
blue drink,
The Jamaican, she had
Yeah.
dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
and we got really messed up on that.
Yeah. And then we went to Stardust.
And-
I was buzzed going into Stardust.
And you just started buying us like your favorite drinks.
I had a good night serving tables the night before. I made like $250. I was like,
Damn,
"God,
yeah.
Drinks are on me. I got this.
And then I lied to myself and told you I'd pay you back one day.
You paid me back in love. And you paid me back for doing this podcast. So we have a quality guest on. You know?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you're going to get us views, listens, and likes. So
Neat.
I drank I can actually remember I drank 3 Crowns and Sprites because you were keeping up with me for a
Yeah.
while.
Oh yeah.
I drank 3 Crown and Sprites, and I also drank 3 vodka, Grey Goose cranberries, and then we had 2 shots of something.
Yeah. You were big dicking me hard that night.
Ooh.
I was lit the fuck up, and we were walking out, and y'all were like, "Are you okay to drive?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." Oh yeah.
And I didn't know you well enough to be like, oh no, Clint's hit his limit. I was like, Clint's a god. He knows how to drink.
I'm surprised I was responsible enough while blacked out to check on you.
What's her name drove, so you guys were
Yeah,
good.
we were fine.
Yeah, so I sit in my car for probably 2 hours after you
Nice.
guys left, and I had a bunch of half-drank bottles of water just chilling in my floorboard. Probably 4 of them. I drank all of them trying to sober up. Right? I was like, "There's no fucking way I can drive home."
Yeah.
We've all had that moment.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
And then we drove home anyway.
You drove-
Oh.
So I finally feel like okay, I'm good enough to drive home, but like driving home, it like hits me. My bladder is like ready to fucking explode. I was like, dude, I gotta go now.
It's
And I
coming
did,
back to me.
and I did not want to speed because it was 3
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
In Huntsville.
In Huntsville, where cops are notorious, so I was taking the back roads home, literally. Finally making it. This is the worst I've ever had to pee in my entire life. I run up the first flight of stairs of the old apartment, make it up the second, right? Don't know how, but at like superhuman speed, I unlocked the fucking door. Made it in, rounded the TV into where my old room was, started peeing, ran into the bathroom, and like as I'm peeing, I grabbed my crotch to cut the flow off, right? And at this point, like you know, like the Acme water hoses when you squeeze it and like it like and like with one hand, I got all of my buttons undone and zipper. And I got completely naked, and I jumped in the shower, and I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and I just let go, dude.
That's extremely unhealthy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I pissed myself because I hung out with you guys.
Yeah, that's how we like to party.
See, there was one time that it really looked like I pissed myself, and it was rather unfortunate because I was in charge of ordering bags for my last job, and so I went to go like borrow bags from our sister store, and I get there and I like put all the bags in my car, and I'm like, great, cool. I'm gonna go up to the front and I'm gonna thank them so much for like letting me borrow the bags, but first I'm gonna use the restroom. And the way the urinal was set up, my piss bounced back onto my khaki shorts and just got the entire front of them wet. So I mean on
You
myself.
gave yourself a golden shower.
So I had to walk out of this store having just like borrowed these bags, like, oh, okay, bye guys. And like on the way home, I turned my heater up as high as it could go, put all the vents like on my crotch, and I'm like, I just gotta dry this shit. I gotta.
Works.
It kind of did.
There's nothing better than the smell of hot pee on your pants.
I love it.
That's that
It's
poopery.
pretty up there, yeah.
Oh my god, Tanner, what is your favorite memory of Ganner?
Ganner?
Geren.
Geren.
Wow.
God, I don't know. There's been a lot of good times. I really think that my favorite is just the big dick personality of Tommy Ray Hanley, Master Pugilist.
I don't even know, like, 'cause he was me.
He was.
He was me, basically. Except he had no idea what consequences were in any way.
And there was 2 of them.
No, that was by accident, but that was the happiest day in my life because apparently I had a lot of gold in my pocket, and it doubled, and that was...
Yeah, so just in case y'all don't know, Tommy Ray Hanley was Geren's first edition D&D character, who was probably one of the most important integral characters, one of the beginning team that didn't fully die, but the character who died the most.
I think we got up to 8.
We got to the point where Nick was like, if your character dies again and gets revived, he just gives up. Like, you cannot keep this character anymore.
It was great, though.
Yeah, because when we started off, I was your brother, and Matt was your brother.
Oh.
And we both died, and then your clone died.
Matt hella murdered you.
Yes,
Because you were
Yeah.
depressed, I'm pretty sure. Is what I
yes.
gathered from
it
a
was not a
distance.
fun time.
He just had a really
Oh, yeah,
unfortunate
because
character.
You rolled a 1 swinging your staff, and we said you smashed it into your own trachea.
I
Killed yourself because you had like 2 health.
I long jumped and successfully deep throated the staff I used to long jump.
That's amazing. I think probably my favorite memory of Geren was just when I first started to get to know Geren. I would take him to all these parties in our department.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And-
also I have a story about this as well.
I had a girlfriend, and like girls would come on to him and he'd be like, "Hey, have you met my friend Geren?" Right?
You forgot who you introduced me to.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
You
So-
introduced me to Geren 4 times.
Geren was my friend Geren to me for like a year and a half. It was getting to the point where there were a couple times that Geren came over to our apartment, like, and wasn't there, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is my friend Geren." He's like, "Yeah, he was here last week, and you weren't." Like, I know Geren.
You guys started looking at me and being like, "Yeah, he's my friend Garen."
He's my friend Geren too.
I think Kiara was like just baffled on the third time. You were like, "Hey, have you met Garen?" She's like, "Yeah."
Yes.
Okay, but also there were times when like I would do that to you, and you'd be like, "Oh, I've never met you before," and the person would turn around and be like, "I've never met you before," and I'm like, "I've tried to introduce you 6 times, 6, and you both keep forgetting."
Dude, you were around
That's
so
fine.
much, people thought you were in the department.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even lying. Like, people have asked.
Because there were a lot of
That's
people who
hilarious.
didn't show up to parties or social events, so you were a much more present feature
And I was
than
the
most
one that
people.
nobody knew, and they're like, "Who is that?"
Yeah, like I know, like he's around, but who is he? No, what blew my mind is like, remember when they had a Mario Kart at that one house party?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Garen's like, "Oh, I want to play," and fucking skunks everybody.
They also had Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash
Oh,
Bros.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched Garen whoop the shit out of like 3 fucking bros, and I was just
Oh.
like, "Go, go, go, go!"
And those bros would get pissed if they lose.
Own the game. I just like it.
Garen has this uncanny ability. He can not ever play a video game. He could play it one time, and he's fucking phenomenal at it. It blows my mind.
Especially fighting games. I've met few people who can match Garen for fighting games unless they play professionally.
Or they
How
use
many
cheap
people-
tricks like Green Lantern ringing me back and forth across the stage?
Hashtag Matt Long.
Maybe that.
Oh man, but fuck, what was I gonna say? I'm glad we could edit this out.
I am too. We have plenty of room to edit this
Yeah.
shit.
I'm gonna
Okay.
sound great later.
Yeah,
You are.
really are. God damn it! Well, I had
No.
something so good to
I-
say.
What was you said you had another party memory?
Uh,
I'm putting you on the spot now.
maybe. I don't know. Shit. Let's see. I paused to think about the party, and I've started the recording back. And I still don't have.
Well, while you're thinking, I will tell my favorite Garen story.
This is like one of 9.
I have many Garen stories, but honestly, my favorite Garen story is how he met his fiance. Because I was there. So I roll up, I've been teaching, and I just want to drink. And so I go to where Garen is living, and we're hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, I got a friend who's coming over, and she's going to bring some friends." And I was like, "Cool, we have a pitcher of beer, I'm fine." So his friend comes over, and she brings one of her girlfriends, her boyfriend, and then this chick that Garen has only heard bad things about. The reason he had only heard bad things about this girl was because girl number 1 was trying to undercut her because she's beautiful, and she knew Garen would fall madly in love with her immediately, which he proceeded to do. Now, just so you all know, Garen's "I'm in love" face also looks like your ugly face.
I'm just shocked. It's shocked. And that doesn't come off well when you meet somebody for the first time.
And you're just in all of them.
You're just like,
you look disgusting.
So he's only heard like she's terrible, she's awful, she's ugly, and Garen sees this beautiful girl, and he just is dumbstruck, and so she thinks that he's making fun of her, so she begins to just kid on me, and I know Garen is like head over heels for this girl, so I'm like, "Oh, that's so great, cool. Have you met Garen? Cool. Yeah, Garen. Garen, have you met him?
I don't.
I also want you to know Garen at this time is wearing a medium shirt, and he's an extra large
Yeah.
person.
It's my ass.
He's got beer stains on it, and like the bottom of his belly's kind of hanging out. So he's in prime form, But he still, like, even after all of these hurdles, successfully talks, plays pool with this girl, and eventually
She was
gets engaged.
furious with you that whole night. She did not want to talk to me at all. And then the people who were like trash talking her were wanting me to date her, and I don't know why. I was very confused the whole time.
That was a weird night.
And then she got mad because they were paying attention. It was great.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
my favorite
surprised it
Garen
worked out.
story.
No,
Oh.
but y'all pretty much grew up together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember whenever I think we were 9, we were at your house, and we were playing in a toppled over tree, like, you know, dudes do when they're 9. And we had the smart idea of, like, we're going to make it into a fort, which we didn't have any woodworking skills whatsoever. We weren't Boy Scouts, but we were climbing on the top of it, and you proceeded to drop me into the tree. Twice. You picked me up once, and a branch had already scraped up my spine, and I was bleeding. And you let go of me again. And we went into your house, and I threw up on your mom's carpet, and I wasn't allowed over for a while.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was also like only a couple months into us being friends.
I've never heard that story in my face.
Yeah.
Though, and I was just like, oh my god, you are a dick.
It was like I think it was like the 4th time I was over there.
Yeah. And Garen, he fell into the tree. I didn't save him. And then I was pulling him up, and I thought he had it, so I let go. He didn't have it.
It was a dead tree. What would I have had?
A branch?
What's there to have?
The sturdy branch of a dead tree.
One of my favorite memories from that house was whenever, after school for a solid month, we took the Jeep out there, and there was a small hillock that had a downward slope to it, and we would proceed to go probably, I think, like 90 miles an hour down that hill and jump across your yard in my Jeep.
And then there was one time where my stepfather had asked me to stop them, so I got on top of the Jeep so they wouldn't drive, and then Garen proceeded to drive with me on top of the Jeep down my gravel road. And then Garen almost killed he and his best friend at the time, because when he hit the jump, the Jeep started turning in the air sideways.
Almost flipped.
Yeah, you guys almost rolled that thing, and then you got it stuck in a culvert.
And then you ran home.
Yes.
I never saw you again. You said, I'm going to go get help, and then you never came back.
I
just
didn't.
ran.
I was a little bitch.
I was disappointed. But luckily, Kyle had the hookup with his old man friend, Jimmy, who came with his tow truck and pulled me out.
Okay, not old man friend, his boss. You make him sound like a
They
pedophile.
seemed like friends. I didn't know what the relationship was.
Dude, like, I'd say probably the most angry I've ever been with you was that night that you and Jensen made salmon. And I woke up to the smell
that
of
was my
salmon.
favorite.
Because it was such a small apartment. Like, you know how much I hate salmon. I've even tried to eat it since then. Like, I tried. Like, we know what eating tuna
You tried to
fish
eat
was-
tuna, and tuna was a goddamn mess.
It's a disaster. I fucking hate it. I've even tried to eat it since then, but like, just the smell of it pisses me off. And like, it was nothing against you. I'm sure you like salmon.
No,
But,
you made a
like,
mistake in telling me that you didn't like the smell of salmon, because I remember you were sitting there and I had cooked it already, and you were like, ugh. And I just came and sat by you, started eating it, and like stirring it and getting all the smells out. And you were livid with me. I think I could feel you glaring at me. I think I was just looking straight ahead the whole time.
I just don't like it, man. But I will say, dude, like, because of you, like, whenever I go to a burrito place like Freebirds or Chipotle, I no longer get a tortilla. I get the burrito bowl. And I used to give you such a hard time for that.
Dude, that's such a better deal.
It's just sometimes I just can't with the tortilla. You know, it's just like holding
Yeah.
the tortilla and then having to eat it. And
So it's a
then,
mess, and it becomes the tortilla bowl anyway.
It does in the foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's fine.
I went from no tortilla to just having a tortilla at the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah.
And I just cut it open. Yeah.
It's the best. I get mine on the side.
Nice.
And so I tear it up and then just make little tacos.
Perfection.
no,
It's
man.
free. They
Yeah.
don't charge you for it. They just give you a nice hot tortilla. You don't have to use it for the burrito. You can just keep it in your pocket. It's nice and warm.
Like halfway through your shift, be like, oh shit, I forgot that tortilla's in my pocket. Here's a little snack.
Dude, all right, so, Garen, I want you to tell the story before we run out of time. I want you to tell everybody why you can no longer watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, come on! I just watched it all.
No, before. Why you couldn't watch it before? You don't have to say any names, but God, that story is so funny.
It's about the ladders.
No, it's about the mouth breathing.
Oh my God! Okay. So, do y'all have a name for him?
We'll call him.
Tanner called him Nick earlier.
Yeah.
We'll call him Nick.
Yeah.
Nick. Okay, so me and Nick.
Different Nick, not Nick Bishop, but
Yeah.
our previous guest.
So I was sitting there. I was like, I'm gonna work my way through Game of Thrones. I think I was on episode 3 or something like that. I was like, I'm gonna work through because everyone's talking about it. It was the big deal back in 2015, 14, something like that. Working through it, and Nick comes in. He's like, "Oh, watching Game of Thrones, awesome!" Comes and sits down next to me, and then I'm just like, "Okay, cool." And then one of those nudity scenes comes on, and I'm just like, "Okay, this is fine. It's not weird." And I just hear this light tapping, just, and then, and I was scared to look over, so I wasn't sure what he was doing. But I was like, maybe the scene will be a short one. It was a full 15 minutes. And I just would glance over, and he would have his hands on his lap and just was tapping his foot. But man, it made me uncomfortable because I didn't know what he was doing when I wasn't looking. I wasn't sure if he was just glancing over, seeing if I was looking, then he was like rubbing himself or anything like that. It was weird. But yeah, I stopped watching Game of Thrones after that.
Because somebody had restless leg syndrome and they were a mouth breather.
I think he had a cold. So he's just mouth breathing and tapping his foot, which made me very uncomfortable because the couch was shaking. I didn't enjoy it.
Speaking of Nick, I have a fear with people's names. I don't call someone by their name for like 3-4 months after solidly knowing it because I'm afraid that I'm going to say the wrong name to their face confidently. And that's exactly what happened with Nick. There was one time we were drinking and his name on Facebook is like his name backwards. And so it starts with an N, and for some reason I just thought Nick, and I'm like, "Thanks so much, Nick." And I look him dead in the eye and he's like looking back at me and he's like, "That's not my name." And so it's renewed my fear of calling someone by name because that moment just lives in my head.
He was still Nick.
He was still Nick.
Still Nick.
I'm going to call him Nick next time I see him because I'm going to think about Nick so much, I just won't know his name anymore.
God, I'm so glad we're all friends. Literally, Tanner, I'm going to buy you and Geren a t-shirt for Christmas, and it's just going to say biceps.
Okay. I'm not sure why, but I'm into it.
I'm a big fan of that. Like, if you wore a t-shirt that said biceps and I didn't know you, I would fucking laugh out loud just because it's so...
Because it's ironic that I don't have those?
No, it's just because you walk around so confidently all the time.
I don't think I do.
Biceps.
Dude, so we lived upstairs in that apartment. The people downstairs would get pissed off when you would walk around normally.
I'm just a big dude.
You sound like an elephant walking through the room.
I'm sorry. I got heavy feet.
But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. I think this is our time. God,
Yeah.
It's been fun. Thank y'all for the laughs.
This has been fantastic, yeah.
Garen, you got anything to leave them with before we click off?
Yeah.
We'll take that as a no. Tanner, do you have anything?
Just listen to our stuff, share it if you can. We're so appreciative of everyone who listens.
Listen, like, and subscribe. And shout out to my buddy Sergey's podcast. He just started LATX. He calls it Latex. Little awkward in the name. Sounds like a podcast that only a certain demographic would listen to.
What's it about?
You
haven't listened to it, have you?
No, I've listened to it. It's serious
Is it about
discussions
latex?
between three guys that it's not about sexual
I need to
stuff.
work on that.
Yeah.
Pretty much
They have weird branding.
I guess it's about what ours is about. It's just talking, except for this episode that was half about shit.
Yep. So, but hey,
It's fine.
no
no
regrets.
no regrets.
No regrets.
It was a beautiful
All right,
conversation.
guys. Y'all have a good day. Thank y'all for listening in.
Bye.
Thank you all, it's been a blast. But this pod is in the past.
Dude, that kind of fucking sucks.
Well, fuck you, dude. This is my outro song. If you don't like it, you sing it.
Oh, hey, hit it. pod is in the past. Thank you, it's been a...
That was worse than me.
Okay, fine. Play it however you want.
Thanks for listening in.